DMF, yeah, DMF web portal we're talking about today, which is about ensuring transparency, accountability, and e-governance. Let me first start with the Government of India guidelines. The TMF first started in 2015, one of the conditions was that we should be able to develop the web portal which should capture all the data of the district unit foundation collection from each district of from the leaseholders, as well as for the projects which are being implemented. So, let's see the overview of the DMF web portal. So, our DMF portal is a real-time capturing of the process and projects which provides with the real-time data analysis and reports required to monitor and control the outcomes of the project, along with the data privacy and security. Ensures accountability at different levels, supporting and supports managing the roles and responsibility of all stakeholders, and thus attempts to safeguard the effective utilization. Visible and transport information allows the senior government officials to monitor at the web page and enabling responsibly quick decision making. One-stop solution for any layman to understand about DMF, Pradhan Mantri Kharid Kalyan Kshetra Yojana, with a view, which is called PM Triple KY, with a view of reducing human effort and ensuring credibility of details pertaining to PM Triple KY. Next. This is the rationale. That's how we started DMF web portal. Next. Uh, Before I start, I just wanted to tell that this is the scheme of Pradhan Mantri Kharid Kalyan Kshetra Yojana. To utilize DMF funds, 60% go for the high priority areas and 40% go for the utilization in other areas. This is as per the Government of India guidelines. Next. Uh, DMF in Gujarat collection has been 946 crores as of June 30th. And we have categorized the districts in three. One, where the A category districts having contribution of more than 8 to 10 crores. B category where it is more than 5 crores, so now 5 crores. And C category districts with the DMF below 3 crores. And these are, and there are about 2,103 villages across the 32 districts serving 70 lakhs population in this, and the kind of minerals we have. We have about 15,578 project sanction of 1,012 crores as on June. That means this all is captured on web portal. Next. What were the challenges? Capturing the diversity of the information, lack of clarity initially in 2015-16, how to develop different modules, complete and accurate details missing at the initial level, data entry for aggregation of the state level from the district was a very big challenge, manual data entry and aggregation, need for the capacity building at the district level. These were some of the challenges. Next, implementation process of DMF web portal. If we see how we did we first we analyzed the best practices, and then understanding the requirement, analyzing the best practices, keeping the solution simple and yet robust, open-ended to integration, and finalizing the modules. So this is how we started this thing. What is it? Now it comes as an outcome. Next, a content-rich, dynamic, updated web portal today we have, which has a GIS plotting of the villages across 32 districts to reflect transparency. Sector-wise and sub-sector-wise data as defined under PM Triple KY details are available on the web portal. District-wise, mineral mining lease-wise information, royalty collection, and DMF collection are all details are available on this. Integration of DMF portal with MTS national portal is there. Geotagging of the sector-wise project location from village level, district level, taluk level, gram panchayat, etc. are integrated here. All programs. We also have a state level, as you saw that MMU, and we have certain other programs are being tracked and monitored through robust MIS, tracking end-to-end progress. District-wise, project-wise details are there. The district-wise collection, district-wise expenses booked, etc. are also available as the microsites. Next. So what is it? GIS-based geotagging of the villages and project. You can see geotagging of now the villages have increased this year only 2103. Up till now, geotagging of 1946 villages have been done. The other 157 villages which are added currently only are under process. Geotagging of sector-wise project location up to village level, sector and subsector-wise project details. In the interest of public, all the information about each project executed in the each of the villages is available. Geolocation of more than 15,000 projects is plotted on a map for the ease of identification. Next, accountability towards the DMF leaseholders paying DMF royalty. A leaseholders who contributes to the DMF fund can track all payments made to the DMF. Details of DMF fund is available date-wise, month-wise, and year-wise on the portal. Lease-wise DMF collection for major mineral and minor mineral is also furnished at the portal from the operationalization of DMF in Gujarat. Then accountability to the mining affected area. So what we do, we try to take the photographs of whatever work is done under PM-KKY in the districts, and that is shown here through photographs and the small success stories of 8-liners, 10-liners, so that, and what is the amount spent on that or in that sector. This also covers the accountability towards the community. Mapping is again based on the GPS coordinates. MIS report based on set parameters are also covered here with the expenses as I mentioned. Next. Micro sites accessibility to districts to modify the consent. See, each 32 districts have, in each district we have created the micro site by creating discrete entity within the existing portal only. All the district DMF units have access to their respective microsites of the district to view and modify the content. They can even modify their content. Project which includes DMF collection details, project details of PM-KKY, internal documents like DMF district units. There are circular work orders, minutes of the executive committee and the governing committee meetings, details of the office bearers, etc. All these are available for individual 32 districts here for DMF. Next, micro information accessible within each district. Within each district, the map is interactive map with district blocks and village boundaries provided to understand the geographical coverage of a particular district, as well as accessible to any stakeholder within the district, village-wise information or a project going on. And as you can see in the last third block, the project details of each block, for instance, or within the villages, how many projects are there. These details would also be available. Next, equal access to all the stakeholders. The portal is well equipped with a facility of content management system for making a knowledge of repository. For the public interest, all the information about each project executed is available, as we have already talked. Geolocation of more than 15,000 projects. Geolocation of more than 15,000 projects are plotted on a map for ease of identification. You can go and check it also. Then, if next ICT-based MIS system, there is a dynamic dashboard which is submitted to CM dashboard every month. It has a district-wise collection. It was a district-wise sanctioned amount for every month. It goes to CM portal, and next, ICT-based MIS system, which is again a dynamic dashboard where we are trying to show what are the total correction versus what are the expenses booked, sanctioned amount and expenses booked, number of sanctioned projects and number of completed projects, etc. Total correction versus sanctioned amount. So these are for each district, and for each sector it is available. Next. Web-based MEMS portal for flagship program. We, the whole purpose of setting up the state nodal unit was to develop and design model programs, flagship program for the demonstration to the district so that they can adopt. So one of such major programs is about the employment-oriented skill development project, which is called Samarthya. And last year we got the governance award for this project also. Sorry, 2 years back. So here the everything right from the unique feature is that is able to track the defined KPIs of the flagship projects and skill development. The attendance management process is based on the biometric identification, end-to-end management of the whole process of candidate registration, course scheduling, evaluation, placement, and the follow-up of the placement and hand-holding support after that. Everything, all information are available on this. So if you can see down the online registration, course management, assessment and certification of the course, information is available right from the till the end. Even if the person doesn't have the right kind of Aadhaar card or some, then also the person can be rejected. So he has to register first on this portal only, and the training has been given to the coordinators at the field level how to do the management of this. Next. Governance practice consultative approach is about feedback to the state government and the central government, which is very quick, and we are the normally we are very quick and in submitting all the information because of this, and we were the in fact Odisha started, but we expanded our role, and it has been designed and developed well. Upward and downward intra-departmental consultation is also carried out. Has the facility to locate the projects to the village level. Flagship projects are now being monitored through the ICT-based monitoring. Accountability is very visible and transparent information is for all stakeholders. Accountability is towards leaseholders also, who contribute towards the DMF fund to reflect on online information. So what is the future roadmap?
Sorry to interrupt you. I request you to please conclude the presentation in rest 2 minutes.
Only 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Future roadmap is what is about the integration and enhancement. Integration with the latest versions, our CGM office has done, or rather the IT department has done the integrated lease management system, ILMS 2. Where already the DMF data is being collected, but the integration of web portal is still being needs to be done. So this is first step we want to do. Then including the utility of uploading geotag photographs of project through mobile application, creating dashboard for our other state level programs where it is difficult to link, like DMF health clinics, and to analyze OPD volume, disease pattern and staff availability. Similarly, creating dashboard for mobile medical unit to analyze vehicle tracking, disease pattern, staff availability, etc. So these are some of the processes which we are already doing, and we are working on this. and this is the scope. We still want to work towards integrating with the national portal also. They are also under the process of creating that. Thank you very much.
Well, your in the future approach seems to be quite good, like integrating with your lease management system and all that. That also, that was not. Why not audible? Why not audible?
You are audible. You are audible.
Ma'am, you are audible.
You are audible.
Okay, so your plan to integrate with lease management system seems to be good. But does it collect that lease management system? Does it collect lease payments online through payment gateway, or that is like, still manual?
We are doing all the at the web portal. Everything is being collected online. Nothing is manual.
The lease payments are collected, and right now you are collecting online.
Online.
Integrated with payment. So, so that means you have got total transparency in collection of funds.
Yes, yes. Even the projects which are being managed under PMKKY, they every month this team enters the data and it directly is added to the portal.
But if you are collecting online, you don't need to enter the data because it will automatically come because the money has been collected.
Yes.
So my question is now all the money coming is all right. You can track whether somebody is paying on time or not. So by doing this portal, you have probably brought in a lot of efficiency in the system. Have you calculated? And this system must have been developed by spending a lot of money, infrastructure, and all that. Have you done some kind of a cost-benefit analysis? Whether you have gained how much percentage of your efficiency have improved monetarily as well as in the physical targeting and all that. Have you done that analysis?
Let me first go back a little backward here. That initially the leaseholders were paying, going to the bank and were paying. Some of them were paying and some of were paying little late. And it was an annual payment system. So that time we had to follow up. So the correction of the DMF collection, which we call in our term is DMF to be collected, was far more to be collected information. But last time when my colleague said that ILMS has now everything online and the collection is done through their accounting only. So DMF collection automatically gets separated out of that and is given to us. So that difference has come. And last time, as I mentioned, about within 1 year, 192 crores have been added because of that. That was not the kind of increase, and the to be collected amount has come to 99%.
That is what I was asking. Have you made some quantifiable estimates that what is the improvement in your collection?
Yes, they are definitely 99% we have reached. 1% are about some defaulters of old defaulters. Otherwise, 99% we have reached.
And now that you are planning to integrate everything and trying to send the data, integrate with the national portal also. So right now there is some kind of a manual intervention in data integration or rather data flow.
With national level?
Then we are going to integrate your portal with the national portal also.
Yes.
So right now you are sending data manually.
We are sending data. No, we are on Excel. In Excel, we compile the data.
Okay, Excel sheets. Yeah, sending so somebody again has to enter the data, and could be.
Yeah.
What is the time frame you are planning this?
Every time we have to send every month by 10th.
No. Sorry, my question is how much time you are expecting to complete this integration process?
Integration, because I think even national level there is a process going on. Unless they complete that process, we will not be able to move further. It is basically now at the national level. They are still working on the process where the data can come there.
Okay.
So I'm impressed by the initiative that you have taken. Since how long has it been working?
This started working in 2017 we started the process. 2018 beginning it has come like this. We went on making the changes and made it more qualitative. Every time we kept on adding it. But last 2 years it has been very effective. It has been going on like this.
For 2 years it has been working.
Yes.
One point which I did not understand, what was asked by Dr. Dash, is on this. You get some data on, or you have an intervention on an Excel sheet. That is what I have not been able to understand. What really is that?
No. See, from district to the state level, it is an online entry data.
Huh.
But we have still to that gets converted into the Excel sheet, and this Excel sheet goes to national level for the further consolidation for national level.
Okay. That is still happening on an Excel sheet. So
That's
there
still
are not
happening.
APIs which have been developed so that it can go in a transparent way through normal APIs so that it goes to the national level also. So this
No,
was
because we do
has to
have.
be a proper integration of the total thing, but taking it on Excel sheet and then sending it. Number one, it is not an online.
And
It's a goes into a batch type of data input then.
yeah, because national portal itself is getting streamlined.
Uh-huh.
So unless they do that, we will not be able to. So we have
Okay,
done
okay.
that, but it is a
Good.
request which is
Okay,
missing.
carry on. I think it's a good initiative. Carry on.
Okay.